We don't wait for perfect days, and we usually take on more than we should most days, knowing the storm's coming, because that's what it takes to work hard and build something real. From drip lines to dirt work, mowing with Harley, then a quick hike with Phoenix and the dogs. A full day, a full heart. Now let's get after it. And this is Nellie's way of saying she is so ready to go for a ride. Huh, Nellie? You ready to go? You ready to go? Come on, load up. Oh, I love it. When you know it, we're back at it. The wind's blowing. And I've got another problem with the Ranger. Not a big problem. But I'm not going to really do anything on it this video. I know, I'm just going to keep pushing it back. Because I'll show you here. The distributor down in there, the oil pump shaft, it comes up and it's got a little Torx. I think it's about a T50. I tried using a socket and there's such a small hole where that shaft is down in there further. I can't reach it. So I thought I had two distributors. I only have one that I can find anyway. And I was going to cut it out, cut the housing apart on it and pull that spindle or shaft for that distributor. Well, actually the oil pump. So I can use it, put a drill on it and pump the oil to get these lifters to fill back up, because they sat long enough, they drained. And so as I'm trying to adjust all the lifters and everything, I just need them to be pressurized. So in this video, I'm just going to do a couple of things that I always have a list of things. These are smaller, just smaller stuff that I need to get out of the way. And I've got like this one here. I've been working on it with the transmission lines and stuff, but I haven't really filmed any of that one, so I'm not even gonna do anything with that. But I'll do some of these other projects, get things done, and then as soon as I can find I'll go pick up a distributor from like a salvage yard or something for cheap, and I'll cut it apart and use that shaft to pump those up and get those hydraulic lifters to be pressurized so I can finish, I hope. Anyway, so we'll do this other stuff and see how it goes.
And if my world comes crashing down, I'll be fine, 'cause you're my silver lining. Yeah, you shine like a ray of light. Cutting darkness out of my life. I'm alright again, like a child again. Now the universe is a wonder. I don't care where we go, don't care what we do, as long as you're with me.
I was also gonna set this drip line hose up and just show you what I do. But this is a reducer for the water pressure. I can't remember how many gallons per minute that one is. Let's see. It says somewhere. It says all over them. Anyway, but they have different ranges. I think from, I'm not sure if they have 5 pounds, but like 10 pounds on up. And I just come off and I put a ball valve, PVC ball valve, and it's got these threaded compression fittings on for that tubing. It's not the drip line, so that there's the drip line, obviously running down the garden. This stuff, I can't remember what the technical name of it is, but it's just that little poly tubing. This one is probably 1/2 inch inside diameter. And then you take these, you put a little hole right in your tubing, and they got a little tool and stuff. You can do it whatever works, so you don't split it open though. Usually just poke it, pops a hole, and then you push these in. I'll show you. I have one, but I'll go down there, I'll space them out, you know, every 2 or 3 feet. Kind of just depends on what we're planting. But I keep all my stuff in a couple of jugs and garbage cans and stuff to make it easier. But that's the little shut-off valve, and that's the little end right there. You just shove that little nipple in the tube, and then your drip line goes on here, and then you just tighten that on like that, and it goes over the drip line, or the drip tape, I guess is what it's technically called. These are the ends. You put those, fold the ends over and shove them in these, and then I put every 4 or 5 feet or so these garden stakes to hold the line in place, and of course one on the end. As far as the rest of it, this here is just that same poly tube, and it just goes to the garden beds, and it's just got its own shut-off valve, so we can run them opposite times or whatever. But I'll show you kind of what I do here. It's beautiful sun in the background, almost a sunset. That end I got opened up right now. You can see it spraying out the end by that. There's a little tree out there, so I was just letting it run for a little bit while I'm getting all these stretched out. So when it's not a tangled mess, I usually have it all rolled up like this, but sometimes sitting in there for so long, everything comes undone, or they get hooked together. But it's a mess. But normally I'll take and hook up the one end, turn the pressure on, and just start walking with it. But this one I'm going to do different because it's all rolled up kind of backwards anyway. Said it's just like tape, is what they call it, drip tape. But you just open that end up, and then if I don't drop the camera, sorry, I'm trying to do everything at once, but you just slide that end over, kind of wiggle it. You can twist it and turn it a little bit, but this tape's kind of funny, so but you get it on there far enough like that, and then I always go back just a little bit with the tape. Let me loosen that so that when I tighten it, because it'll turn slightly, and I'll turn that on. Oop, we got a little leaker, a couple of them. But what they are is, I don't know if I dare show you on that one, I'll squirt the camera. So that one's got a little hole. They get worn out, get little holes and stuff in them, but it's fairly cheap. But see, that's what I was doing on the way back, was cleaning all the hard water off the ends so that those little tiny pressure valves, or pressure, I don't know what you call them. Anyway, but you just lay that down, and I'll show you. I just go down so far, straighten my line. That is a coupling, because if it gets a big enough hole or something, or rips, you can get those little couplings to put on them, and it makes it nice, and you can save them. If it ever gets bad enough and those little valves get plugged off, I'll just replace it with new tape, because like I said, it's fairly cheap. And overall, it just makes this whole process, watering your garden, that much better. Especially, you know, if you use a rain bird and stuff, your weeds all get that water too, so then they want to grow faster than the plants. sometimes that hard water, I don't think lets those valves drain out quite like they should. That's why I say after so much time, if I can't get them to open up, just replace it. You can see that one's coming out just slow. I mean, it's just drip tape. So that's basically the design of it, with the intentions of, you know, not the hard water plugging everything up, making it that much worse. Just like that. And once it's full, you can see, so they have it so it's off I think 6 inches, maybe even closer, but 6 inch, 12 inch, and then I don't know how far up it goes from that, but you can see where those little valves are and where it drips. This one's every 12 inches. But yeah, it's way better. Then if you really want to beat the weeds, last year we had black plastic, but this year I'm going to do clear, so that everything over top, once that plastic is all laid out, we can just go through and punch the holes where we plant everything, and you'll be able to see where all that the drip lines are, or the drip tape is, and the water's dripping out of there. Makes it that much better with the clear. If not, you have to have everything planted with your black plastic and then lay it down, and as you're laying it down, like I said, open everything up, or go along and find where all your water is. I think last time I took a tape measure and ran down the plastic and marked every foot, so we had an idea, but everything kind of moves and stuff, so it's a little harder. If you can use clear plastic like we're going to this year, it should be much better. So some of the other ones, they've got a couple more couplings, and they look like they have more hard water. So this is the roll, and if I remember right, I just got it off of Amazon. If I remember to put a link in the description, I will. But you get on there and you just look up for whatever your specs are, for whatever you're looking for. If it's 6 inches, 12 inches, what size of drip tape, and how big a roll. This one is, this is the part I love right there. Made in the USA. So inside diameter is actually bigger than ½ inch, because it's 0.638. So it's, I think that's closer to like 5/8. But yeah, I'll show you. So this one I won't turn on, as I'll roll it all the way out and then cut it and get the end put on. And I'll put that end on before I start that one, because I don't want this whole roll to fill up, obviously.
Where we can come, but it's black, yeah, it's black. Oh, the water's black.
So that end, I put that end on there, and now I'll just start this. And like I said, I'll just go down every 4 or 5 feet, straighten it out, and put those garden stakes in it.
I'll pick you violet flowers if I get there faster than you. 'Cause it's mad, yeah, it's mad. Oh, the whole world's mad. 'Cause it's mad, it's all mad. It's mad out the water's black, 'cause it's black.
Well, I got the weed, all the weed eating and edges and everything done around everything. I try to do in all the corners and sweep out wide around the corners so that when I mow, I can just kind of keep that continuous pattern. Just a little bit of the daily life, I guess, of trying to keep up with things. It's also getting ready to rain. The wind just was blowing like crazy for a second. Now it stops, calm, but I'm gonna try to get all this yard work done before any rain hits, I hope. I got the coffee. Now I'm ready to go. I'm rolling along, didn't get very far, and it's blowing black smoke, spitting and sputtering. So I took the air cleaner off first, or filter. There is a little bit of oil, and usually that means that it's, with the black smoke and everything, that it's running rich or not getting enough air. So I took that off, cleaning everything out. We're gonna run it without an air filter for now because this thing's old enough, as you can see, that I couldn't get one, so I had to hurry and get one online if I can find one locally, but as of right now I haven't had any luck. So I'm gonna put this all back together. We'll keep it. It's only got to get through this one mowing, and by that time the new filter should be here. But I did pull the plug off, and it had some carbon buildup and things, so I took and cleaned it up really good. I'm gonna reinstall it, and just checking the oil. It needs a little bit, so I'm just gonna top it off and make sure I've gone through everything, and we'll see how she runs here, hopefully in just a minute. Okay, everything's put back together. Spark plug's cleaned and gapped. The air filter is off until I get a new one, and the oil is topped off, and I gotta do an oil change too, but that's gonna happen before the next one. So let's see how it does, see if it starts up and runs good.
Boy, you were bad for me, but I don't care enough to make you my enemy. Boy, you did good leaving me then and there, 'cause I'm better without what you call love, I swear. When you take a look at me, you only see what you wanna see.
Working like a champ for now.
Somebody who can move on.
Hello, girls. Hello,
Don't tell
girls.
me you're sorry.
Hello.
I don't want your pity.
Oh, they're so jealous of each
Baby,
other.
you got it all wrong. You think I'm missing you every night, every night. You think I'm sad and alone, oh so alone. But don't take credit for these red eyes, 'cause baby all I cried out tears of joy. Boy, you must think I'm hurt. Thought I was under your spell, but looking back, I was cursed.
At the end of the day, it's not about the perfect plan. It's about showing up, getting your hands dirty, and making memories along the way. Whether it's knocking out a few chores, a quick fix on the mower, or just spending time with your boys and the dogs. This is what life's about. The little moments, the hard work, family, the adventures, and the dogs. Better today than you were yesterday. Stay strong, stay proud, just like the buffalo. See you next time, and God bless.
Baby, you got it all wrong. You think I'm missing you every night. You think I'm sad and alone, oh so alone. But don't take credit for these red eyes, 'cause baby, all I cried out tears of joy. Baby, all I've cried out tears of joy.